this is going to be the third deciding game of a 3-game set between the Rats to our left wearing purple now and the Snipers to our right wearing blue. In between games, I spoke to a few of the players and coaches. What I was hearing was physical play. Coach for the Snipers, Gabe Barrera, said that he wanted to see more physical play out of his players on defense. And Billy Jocks, who's currently a scorekeeper but is also a wonderful reader of hockey stuff, said the same thing the other direction, that the Rats, if they want to have a chance, need to be more physical on both ends of the rink. So physical play was talked about. Let's see what we find. Josh Kramer has that ball. He's gonna try and center it. Knocked away by Krasic, up to Sean Whalen. He's bodied off by Eddie Urban. There's a little physical play. Wojciechowski pressured by Swan. Little bump, there we go. There's a spinning shot underneath the net. Goaltenders remain the same. Tobias to our left, Lewanski to our right. Line up here for the Snipers. Barnes across to Schmidt. That's the pairing, Barnes and Schmidt. Up front, Spaziri, Sean Whalen, Josh Swan, and there's another shot on goal. This is the first one on the net. Nick Lewanski steers it in. Another shot tipped up. Lewanski gets a piece of his blocker, shooting it over the net. So Nick is already in the action here. Here's Marcinkowski behind the net. Marcinkowski, goal line, goal line, goal line. Nice layered defense there. He spins and fires on net. It's tipped on and saved by Lewanski. Still loose. Alex Quain behind the net now. He tries to back it in front. It hits Josh Kramer in front, rolls on goal, and Lewanski has 4 saves. Make that 5 saves in 1 minute and a half. So Lewanski, he is in the game, and he's looking good. Rats probably feel like they have to get the first goal in this game. That's what I would think. But nobody told me that. Nevin against Shoup. Held in by Messler. Danny Reed spins, fires. Blocker saved by Lewanski. Back to Nevin. Nevin down to Conger. Conger loses it to Connor Whalen. Connor Whalen out to Danny Roeder over the blue line, over the red line, over the blue line. Gets around to check Messler. Oh, but Messler picks his pocket from behind. Roeder backing it up. Now tries to take on Danny Reed and Eileen Messler. Doesn't work. Vancouver, a long shot, tipped on net. And there's a nice save for Ray. That was a tip. Nice tip. That was on goal. And Ray stood his ground. He stops his first shot of this game. We're 2 minutes in. 0-0 is the score. Rats already have 5 shots on goal. Both teams also talked on more shots through the net. In the first game, it was 24 all. However, each team had at least, by my count, 15 to 20 more shots that never got through. So a lot of blocked shots in the first game. Ball is under the Rats' net. Far side, Mangini and Barrera battled. Mangini loses his stick. Steve Nevin picks it up. Near side of Joey Gleason Jr. Joey off the boards to himself, and it did come out of the zone. Good call by Jeremy Worgan up at the top. That was a nice try by Luke Vancouver. The ball bounced up to his reverse side. He went behind his own back to try and swat it in, but the ball did exit the zone for a half of a second. So they're going to call that a ball touched. Interesting. It's a high stick, but it only went back one zone. We have been calling that. We've been calling that, I thought, all the way down, but so that was ruled a high stick. Spaziri, Klein Jr. It's Eddie Urban. Ball rolled in deep here. Vancouver's going to pick it up. His partner is Sean Whalen. Colin Lassiter, a wonderful game 1 today, or game 2 today. It's going to go through center, drop it back, picked up by Urban. Urban over the blue line with his head of speed, loses the ball. Josh Kramer shoots it down to Urban. Urban controls. Fought off by Connor Whalen. Connor Whalen's going to take it up. He's a quick guy. Tries to enter the zone, drops it to Ray Hagan. Ray Hagan a shot. Ray Tobias a shot. And a save. Another shot toward the net, and Ray Tobias. That's another save for him. I believe he's got 3 saves so far. Doing our scorekeeping today, Billy Jocks. I mentioned him earlier in the broadcast. Also doing a nice job with shots on goal. As the Rats are taking a 99-0 lead. Biggest lead I ever saw. All bouncing around. Here's Hagan, tries to get a shot away. Still can't. Eventually it's blocked. Down low to Klein Jr. Klein Jr. in front. Nobody home. Marcinkowski breaks out. Laster all over him. Ball eventually, no, it doesn't enter the zone. The ball still did not enter the zone. Lewanski by himself. Oh, and he goes right past both the guys. Lewanski to the middle of Kramer. Nothing there. Urban picks it up, tries to control. It's bouncing. Can't do anything. Now a shot toward the net. Kramer chips it wide. Marcinkowski would not be denied. Krasic a long shot. Just wide of the net, far side. Danny Barnes back to Schmidt. Andy Schmidt. Schmidt over the red line. He's going to try and dump it in. It's taken right back out by Lou Mangini. Lou Mangini out to Danny Reed. Danny Reed over the red line, over the blue line. Reed stops. Shot attempt is blocked. Ball rolls back to Quain. Quain. Oh, dangerous pass through the middle to Conger. It does get through. For a minute, I thought it was going to be a pickoff 3-on-2 the other way. Here comes Danny Barnes over the blue line, over to Sean Whalen on the left side. Sean Whalen shoots it wide of the net, looking for somebody cutting through the center to tip it in. Danny Barnes was not able to do so. Back out to the point. Steve Spazzieri across to Kenny Schmidt. Kenny Schmidt, a long shot on the ground, looking for a left deflection. Picked up ahead by Steve Nevin. Chips it in deep. No score so far in the game 3, or the deciding game of this 3-game set. Sean Whalen tries to go around Missler. Again, Missler stands right up and gets some help from Quain. Connor Whalen across to his, well, not his partner, this is Steve Spazzieri. Spazzieri up to the middle. That's Sean Whalen. He's breaking in. A shot and a save by Ray Tobias. That was how the first game started. Sean Whalen kind of on a miniature break and a goal. This time, Ray Tobias stands his ground, makes a blocker save. Ball chipped through center. It's going to be a 1-on-1 race. Connor Whalen against Josh Kramer, won by Connor Whalen. He's going to streak back over the blue line. He shoots, he rolls it on net, looking for a face-off. It kick save by Tobias. Connor gets it back out to Luke Vancouver. Luke Vancouver tees it up. Tipped twice on the way in. Then a shot goes wide. Eddie Urban up the far board. Sean Whalen on him, swats him away. Urban, 1-on-3, 1-on-4. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Puts it in wide of the net. Marcinkowski far side chasing after it. Held in by Alex Quain at the blue line, or red line. Scott Leclerc shows up, his first shift is forward. Connor Whalen across to Luke Vancouver, up the side, Danny Roeder. Roeder's gonna put it on net from the blue line. Saved by Tobias. He can't recover, or he can't control it. Eventually picked up by Eileen Messler. Messler up to Marcinkowski. Marcinkowski, 1-on-3, drops to Vancouver. Vancouver, long wrist shot. Kick save by Tobias. Tobias controlling his rebounds quite well. I know that's something that sometimes can get a little wiggly for him. He's kicking everything out of the way, out to the corners. Snipers move ahead in shots on goal. Oh, now it's tied up, 8-all. Shot totals may be higher than the previous game today. We're already at 8 apiece. The first game totals were just 24 apiece, so we're doing well with shots. Ball chipped up and into the Fracassi Carpentry banner. There's a little free publicity for them. Center. It's Robert Shoup over the zone. Robert Shoup across the road. Roeder tees it up. Blocked by Eric Krasic. Ball bouncing around, bouncing around. Krasic is going to take it. Tries to roll it out of the zone. Held in by Vancouver. Back to Stevie Nevin. Stevie Nevin throws it right up through the middle. It's right on net, though. And nice play. Lewanski has to make the save, and because he couldn't glove it, he kind of pinned it up and was pinned up against his body. He was not able to put the ball down and play it. He needed to hold, and there's going to be a face-off at his left. The dump it on goalie and get a free freeze strategy has not showed up a lot today. Got a whistle. Krasic is going to take it all the way back. Krasic pressured by Hagen. Sideboards Joey Gleason. Joey Gleason pressured by Connor Lasser. Connor Lasser takes it from him. Oh, that's going to be a gritty battle. Both guys are gritty players. Lasser gets it back. Then around the sideboards to Klein Jr. Klein Jr. backhand pass out to Kenny Schmidt. Kenny Schmidt's going to dump it in deep. Krasic. Sideboards held in by Danny Barnes. Danny Barnes, long shot. A little wide of the net. Good pressure here by the Snipers. 2 minutes left in the first. Good pressure, but no shots. Here's Conger on the near boards. Held in by Lassiter. Again, great pressure from the Snipers. Eddie Urban 1-on-2. Eddie Urban on the outside shoots. Kicked out by Lewanski. Urban gets his own rebound. Minute 42nd. Klein Jr. over the line. Klein Jr. backs up. Now rolls it in deep to Kenny Schmidt. Kenny Schmidt activating from his defensive slot. Over to Hagen on a cycle. Doesn't go through. Danny Barnes, long shot. Wide of the net. Mangini up the sideboards looking for Steve Nevin. Steve Nevin chips it up and over the line. Vancouver out, taking the place of Kenny Schmidt. Steve Nevin hustling down, pressuring Vancouver. Danny Barnes across to Josh Swan. Josh Swan near board. Sean Whalen through the legs of Alex Quain. Now he cuts around Eddie Urban. Eddie's shot on goal. And a save. And a rebound. Oh boy, Sean Whalen. He's been great today. 1 minute left in the first. You cannot mess around with Sean Whalen making these moves. And now a centering pass in front to Josh Swan. Oh, shot knocked away at the last minute by Mark Jankowski. Ball bouncing around between the circles, taken out by Josh Kramer. It's 1-on-1 over the line. Kramer in, shoots, blocker saved by Lewanski. That was a great save. That ball went off to the stick of Danny Barnes, the defenseman. It was deflected on net. Now here's Steve Nevin. Puts it through his own legs and fires it on net. Saved by Lewanski. Great action both directions here. Great action. Spazzieri up the near boards looking for Sean Whalen. Sean Whalen up ahead looking for Josh Swan. Josh Swan beats his man. Josh Swan in alone. Saved by Ray Tobias. Ball on the near side, held in by Vancouver. 13 seconds left. Vancouver tees it up way wide. Far side, Josh Swan picks it up. Josh Swan drops to Connor Whalen. Here comes that big shot of Connor's. Wide of net. It was tipped on net and just wide. Fessler cleans it up. 3 seconds too. Excitement at both ends. 12-11 shots on goal in favor of the Snipers. You can definitely tell this one is for all the marbles. Both teams really coming out firing. Both goaltenders looking good. A penalty-free first period, which is also nice. Not as many stoppages as have been in some of the other periods of the series. So far, one thing I have noticed is Sean Whalen right now looks like the game breaker. He's playing left wing and he has repeatedly beat the right defensive player, either Messler or Quain. Krasic is probably the fastest right side defender, but even he got beat by Sean Whalen. So he's kind of the player to watch right now. He's creating a lot of chances by himself. Second period, teams are going to go to the long side. Snipers not spending as much time yelling really loud. They're just focusing and playing some great hockey. That's a good thing. That's a great way to play. Snipers. Barrera, Roeder, Shoup, Vancouver, Whalen, Ratz, Urban, Mangini, Gleason Jr., Messler, Nevin. Here's Joey Gleason chipping in deep. Gleason, great forechecker. Tough job when you got to chase down Luke Vancouver. Vancouver's got him by 2 steps at least. Now Vancouver tries to chip it in. Held up by Messler. She stands up Shoup at the line. Now Shoup spins and fires. It goes over the net, behind the net. Oh, and Nevin overskates it, or overruns it. Shoup gets a chance. Here comes Lou Mangini, sideboard. Both teams battling. Ike Nevin's going to get it underneath his own net. Reverses. Looking for Messler. Doesn't get her. Danny Roeder tries to slip 2 checks. He does. Now he shoots. A pass in front. Oh, and it goes through somebody's legs. Oh, looks like a good chance was developing for the Snipers, and the puck bounced away. And now a pass back to the point eludes Vancouver. Snipers look like they had something working there. Connor Whalen over the blue line, ahead to Shoup. Shoup plays it ahead to the backboards, goes to get it himself. He's trying to set something up. Oh, he sends it to Urban on the other team. Urban, pressured by Shoup, loses it. Messler behind the net, underneath to Ike Nevin. Ike Nevin, pressure, there's the puck in front, and a shot, oh, he missed the net! Oh, the shot ain't going, Tobias makes a save. Oh, Danny Roeder's got his head down. He knew he had to put that on net, and he probably had a goal. Ray Tobias scrambling, diving, flopping, and he was as in good a position as you could have been for being out of position. Roeder turns, fires, and shoots it wide. Oh, first really good scoring chance. And the Snipers do not capitalize. Good pressure by the Snipers. Klein Jr., Nevin on the draw. Draw to Lassiter. Chipped out toward the red line. Shot on goal to Tobias. Temporarily juggles it and makes the save. Line against Nevin. Back to Lassiter. Lassiter to Vancouver. Oh, goes through his legs. Vancouver was trying to let loose a one-timer. Lassiter chased by Reed. Snipers Klein over the blue line. Drops to Ray Hagen. Hagen makes one move. Trent drops to Lassiter. Oh, a couple of nice drop passes from the Snipers. The ball rolls backwards toward the red line. Krasic and Lassiter after it there. Underneath it up to Quain. Quain collects it, goes back to Krasic. Back to Quain. Congo, oh, a dangerous pass right through the middle. Oh boy. Across to his teammate Kramer. Kramer can't get it out. Snipers are just pinning the Rats in right now. Great pressure by the Snipers. Rats look a little bit confused. Here comes Conger up over the red line. And there's a possession. Rats shot is tipped up and way over the net. Off the boards. Conger from the boards tries a centering pass, taken away by Swan. Swan chips it in short of center. That's going to be an icing. Oh, it's not called an icing. Icing waved off. Now here's Spazeri, a long blast up off the end boards. Urban across to Quain. Quain over the blue line, chips it ahead to Kramer. Kramer in over the zone. Drop to Marcinkowski. Marcinkowski plays it deeper to himself underneath the net. Pressured by Luke Vancouver. Marcinkowski loses it, gets it back. Rolls it down behind the net. Missouri far side. Ball rolled up to center. It's picked up by Urban. Urban, a long shot on goal. Rebound. Oh, and Marcinkowski get rid of it. Now Marcinkowski's down. He may be injured. He's holding his face. Yeah, maybe he caught a stick to the face. Not sure. Lewanski's going to cover that ball up. I don't see any call up coming. Marcinkowski stays on. Here's the draw. Urban, shoot. Danny Barnes keeps on trying to sneak in toward the middle of the dot. That's that ball. One out to Marcinkowski. Back to Quain. Quain, a long roller toward the net, pops straight in the air. Picked up by Urban. Urban looking for Marcinkowski. He gloves the head to himself, walks across, tries a shot. Doesn't get through. Kramer and Shoop held in by Krasic. Krasic just fires it in deep. Here come the Rats with some of their own pressure. Eddie Urban on the goal line. Eddie Urban's got the puck behind the net. Ball looking for Mangini, and he just missed it. Well, right to Leclerc. Leclerc's going to send it the other way. There's an icing possibly. Nope. Danny Roeder hustles to break the icing. Roeder's going to hold on to it from a terrible angle. Shoots it up over the net. Mangini and Shoop battling for it now. Near boards. Definitely more physical game so far. That's what the coaches love. Leclerc, Mangini. Mangini puts his body into Leclerc. Leclerc keeps it. Leclerc out to Roeder. Oh, and a shot is blocked. Now, a spinning shot by Shoop, blocked by Krasic. Krasic, 2 blocks in 5 seconds. And the Snipers appear to have the Rats hemmed in at this point. Now, a pass up front to Nevin. Nevin kicks to his stick and eventually gets it through. He's going to try and roll down and chase it himself. Rolls it on Nick Lewanski, and Nick's going to cover. No score, no score. Excellent action, 15 shots apiece, and we just passed the halfway point of regulation. Steve Nevin, Frank Klein Jr. on the draw. Rolls toward the net, picked up and reversed by Kenny Schmidt. Ray Hagan takes it up ahead to Frank Klein and up over the blue line. Klein tries to stop. Ball is taken from him by Steve Nevin. Steve Nevin behind his own net, goes out the far side and turns it right over. Oh, and Lasser tried to pass it to Klein and instead passed it to Kramer. Second chance, I think, for a really good centering attempt where the wrong guy found it. Puck chipped over the blue line. Lassiter and Ike Nevin. Lassiter behind the net now. Lassiter goes to the far side. He's going to try a jam shot. And Tobias beats him to it. Nice play by Lassiter. Klein Jr. gets Urban. Draw taken by the Rats. Stuck on the far boards. There we go. Eddie Urban comes out. Eddie Urban ahead of Josh Kramer. Josh Kramer chips it past Connor Whalen. Kramer pressured by Venkura. Kramer back to the net, worked on the far boards. Now reverses. It's a little cycle with Joey Gleason. Gleason to Urban. Urban, nice little touch pass ahead to himself, doesn't connect. Ball bouncing around. Now it's going to be taken ahead by Ray Hagan. Ray Hagan is going to try and beat Messler. Ray Hagan. Oh, and Tobias again stands his ground. Another blocker save. Boy, Tobias not giving an inch on 2 breakaways. Here's Whalen, a long shot toward the net. Kicked away by Tobias. Ray Hagan with Alex Marcinkowski. Taken away by Marcinkowski. Pressured by Klein Jr. Ball rolls in deep. Marcy going to chase that down himself. 2:40 left in the second. Nears, no score. Back to Ike Nevin. Nevin uses the same side boards to Danny Reed. Danny Reed in over the zone. Reed with Lasser all over him. Reed muscling away. Ball, six are bouncing. Nevin tries a little deke move on Connor Whalen. Doesn't work. Up ahead to Sean Whalen. He's the game breaker I've been talking about. Connor Whalen has it taken for him by Alex Marcinkowski. A long shot by Lasser. Far boards, far corner. Picked up by Alien Messler. Messler immediately pressured by Sean Whalen. Ike Nevin behind his own net. Reverses. No one there. Sean Whalen and Messler. Now a dangerous pass through the middle. Picked up by Venkura. Oh, Venkura swings it to what he thought was Faziri, and there was nobody there. Drop pass to Connor Whalen. Connor Whalen across to Luke Venkura. Venkura, wrist shot on net. Tipped on the way in and a save by Tobias. Josh Swan was there looking for a rebound. Nothing there. So the shots on goal just keep going, seesawing up and up. Snipers now with a 2-shot on goal lead. Nevin Spazzeri on the draw. Connor Whalen, one shot is blocked. Second shot also blocked. Joey Gleason brings it back. Oh, and he drops it. Now in front to Spazzeri. Spazzeri, no. Oh, and the ball bouncing everywhere. While 5 guys were standing in front of Ray Tobias hacking a whack, and nobody could get a piece of one. Vancouver, a long wrist shot off the shoulder of Nevin. Nevin muscles Josh Swan off the ball and chips it. Not out. Held in by Luke Vancouver. Luke Vancouver is going to slide in. A wrist shot on goal. Saved by Tobias. A rebound and a shot on an aerial pass. Tipped behind. Tobias is coughing up a lot of rebounds right now. So far, the Snipers can't find one. Everybody falling behind the net. A lot of crowd yelling for stuff. A shot on goal is deflected. We've got some call coming up. I don't know if it was a holding the stick or a high stick. For a minute there, it looked like Luke Vancouver had Alex's stick in his throat. But let's see, he may have actually been holding the stick up near his head. He's going off. Eddie Urban has been missing for the first few, well, probably most of the second period. Not sure what happened. So we're going to have a penalty here. Penalty, I believe, is holding the stick to Luke Vancouver, number 17. He's one of the best power play or penalty killers out there, so. Marcy, Queen, Krasich, and Reed on the power play. Tipped to Krasich, a long shot, and a glove save by Nick Lewanski. He saw that the whole way. With most goaltenders, if they're on their game, you're going to have to shoot it with someone else blocking their vision. Nick saw it. He had no problems. Urban back on now. Penalty kill. Roeder, Barrera, Schmidt, and Barnes. Barnes spins it around trying to go to the near far boards. Roeder picks it up, fires it into the roof. Tough luck on that one. Tough luck. So that draw comes right back into the zone. I guess one of the pluses and minuses about a ball is easy to elevate it. One of the minuses, when you're trying to clear a ball, we see a lot of guys put it right into the roof. Here's the draw. Nevin against Barrera. Krasic, sideboards Quain. Quain walking in, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to shoot it himself. Kick save by Lewanski, goes under the net. Marcinkowski back at the blue line, pressured by Roeder. Drops it to Eric Krasic. 19 seconds left in the period. Remember, this is going to be a power play. It's going to be broken up, and there's a shot on goal. Oh, nice setup for Nevin. Nevin puts it wide. 10 seconds left in the second period. Ball on the near board. 7 seconds now. Barrera and Urban out to Marcinkowski with 2. He should shoot it, but he doesn't know. And the period ends with half of the power play time elapsed. Still 0-0 in a fantastic goaltenders duel. 21 saves for Nick, 19 for Ray. Oh, and there's Sandro Mareka, a fan favorite, member of the Rats. He's also on IR with an ACL. He was on the BH King. Sorry about that. Here's the draw to start the third period. It rolls down towards Tobias. 36 seconds left on the power play to the Rats. Pass through the middle. That didn't work. Broken by Barrera. Now taken by Urban. Urban over the blue line. He's going to chase down himself. 26 seconds left on the power play. Same power play, same penalty kill. Back out to the point. Here's Marcinkowski with 20 seconds left on the power play. To Urban. Urban looking for passing angle. Marcinkowski at the top. Back to Urban. Urban. 10 seconds. Got to tee it up. He shoots and a kick save by Lewanski comes way out. Marcinkowski with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1. Long shot. Urban hits somebody in front. Knocked straight down. Ball's rolled all the way back. And there's an icing call. A little confusion there in the snipers. That was an easy icing call. You cannot, if the ball is iced after the penalty's over, that's still an icing. That long last shot by Urban may have caught Kenny Schmidt up in near the head, but he stays out. 5-on-5 now. 5-on-5. Draw is going to head down to the right of Nick Lewanski. That's his blocker side. Nevin against Barrera. Draw taken by snipers under their own net. Kenny Schmidt reverses once, reverses twice. Still hit. Danny Roeder near boards. Under Schmidt. Schmidt, a long pass up toward the blue line. It's held in by Krasic. Oh, that was not a great pass. Wait, what? Wait, he played it to himself. The ball never exited the zone. Fire that stick. That stick is out. Still talking about it. From our vantage point up here, you had a ball which never left the offensive zone, played by a player on the offense, hand passed ahead to himself where he touched it again. I don't know how this would be ruled a hand pass. Unless someone's going to call it delay a game. The ball did not seem to be, it didn't seem like the player closed his hand on the ball, but there have been some strange hand pass / delay a game discussions. Not only today, but also in the last couple of weekends. Not exactly sure what everyone's looking at here. So it looks like we're going to have an inadvertent whistle. No, we're not going to have. What are we going to have? And another one of these strange delay of game calls. I don't agree with that one either. It's very difficult. Refs seem to be calling that particular play awfully tightly. My only guess is that the argument is, well, he didn't bat the ball, he actually tried to catch it and control it. That's why you would call it delay a game. Here's the draw. Now the Snipers had on their first power play here. Connor over to Kenny Schmidt. A long shot, a nice clean blocker saved by Tobias, and Marcy rolls it all the way down. We've got 8:35 left in the third, a minute 16 on this penalty to the Rats, a penalty for delay of game on number 6, Eric Krasic. Ball is rolled in deep. Marcy comes back to get it. He's going to fire that one near the red line, not out. Held in by Schmidt. Schmidt to Roeder. Roeder, back to Schmidt, back to Roeder, back to Schmidt. Schmidt, fake, over to Roeder, back to Schmidt. Schmidt across to Whalen. Probably looking to set up somebody for a one-timer. Probably Connor. There's a one-timer. It doesn't go anywhere. Now here's Urban. Gathers the ball and fires it deep. 40 seconds left on the power play. 7:56 left in the third. 0-0 game. What an exciting game this has been. Schmidt squares it up across to Whalen. Whalen drops it in deep. Sees Missouri in after it. Eddie Urban's going to take it, and he's going to. There's the shot you want. The high, lazy fly ball pass all the way in. 14 seconds left on this penalty. As the ball comes in, or Spaziri takes it, drops it, and loses to Kramer. Kramer's going to roll it in deep. 5, 4, 3. And here comes Eric Krasic, fresh out of the box. It's 5-on-5 once again. Ball chipped ahead to no one. Now rolls in deep. Krasic goes to get it. Pushed from behind by Spaziri. Kramer, Krasic up ahead to himself. To Marcy. Marcy out looking for Nevin. Nevin and Schmidt fighting for it, staying in the zone. Spaziri hustles across to the far side, holds it in. Spaziri goes through Kramer, stumbles and falls. There's going to be another penalty. Has a shot and a save by Ray Tobias. This is going to be a tripping call. This is a good call. A tripping on Josh Kramer. He got his foot out in front of Spaziri and hooked his back foot, causing him to fall. Pretty easy tripping call. Another penalty goes against the Rats. The Snipers go back to the power play. Their unit here, both Whalen brothers, Jake Barrera, Danny Roeder, Kenny Schmidt. Penalty kill, Krasich, Marcy, Urban, Quain. And in the box we have Josh Kramer, 1:30 for tripping. Draw taken, out to the blue line, held in by Schmidt. Long shot by Whalen. In front of the net, nobody can find it. Now, Urban and Whalen, held in by Connor Whalen. Connor Whalen, long shot by Tobias. Oh, Barrera, the kick save. The first save, Tobias got such a little part of it that it went off his toe, off the backboards and rolled right back in front. And so that was another one of those chances where you get a backboard rebound into the goalie's feet. Tobias stopped them both. Now Connor, a big shot from up top, partially blocked. Minute 12 left on the power play, 6:19 in the game. A ball pops up in the air and it's gloved by Tobias. And that's not a delay game, folks. Minute 7 left in the power play. Quain controls and fires it all the way down. Connor Whalen's going to pick it up. Whalen throws it in deep. Looking for a bounce off the corner. Doesn't really get one. Krasich finds it first. And Krasich rolls it all the way back down. Nice play by Eric Krasich. Snipers looking to get it in. They do, but looks like they're not going to be the first to it. It's going to be Eddie Urban this time. Eddie Urban, he's going to fire it all the way down to the far corner. Snipers getting a little frustrated on the bench, but Rats are doing a good job. Snipers struggling to enter the zone here. That's the issue. Another entry attempt. It's stood up by Eric Krasich. Krasich standing up 2 men. And now it's flipped in by Kenny Schmidt. Now here comes Sean Whalen and Alex Quain for it. Quain loses it to Schmidt. Schmidt back to Whalen. Whalen's going to shoot it. And a rebound. Oh, no, it's a big save. Kick save by Ray, and the rebound laying there. Krasich is going to take care of it. Both teams return to full strength. It's 5-on-5. As we have a ball, tipped way up into the roof, but not in the roof. Here's Sean Whalen trying to come out of the corner with it. Josh Kramer takes it away. Kramer pressured by Sean Whalen. Sean Whalen having a great game so far. Nothing to show for it. And now a ball rolls back toward the point. Oh, and it rolls over Barnes' stick. Danny Barnes across to Connor Whalen, waiting for his team to get onside. Colin Lasser near boards now. Lasser eludes a check of Krasich. Now Lasser is going to try and shot. It's blocked away by Alex Quain. Ball rolling up on the side of the net. No one's sure where it is. Tobias eventually finds it and falls. Colin Lasser goes down pretty hard. I don't know what happened. He may have just been trying to pull his stick back and fell off balance. Draw is going to stay deep in the Rat zone. Both teams have their timeouts remaining. This one might just go down to the wire. 4:24 left in the third. Snipers are starting to pull away with shots on goal. 28 for them versus 20 for the Rats. Spaziri versus Klein Jr. versus Urban. Urban gets a shot away. It's blocked. Klein Jr. drops to Lasser. Lasser out to Vancouver. Vancouver wrist shot way wide. Looking for a tip by Ray Hagan maybe. Krasich tries to get it up front. Goes through Lasser's feet. Now Kramer and Vancouver. Kramer's going to walk it back. Underneath zone, that's a Quain. Quain back to Kramer. Kramer back to Quain, looking for an outlet. Rats not really setting anything up here. Now we got a lot of contact on the sideboards. Alex Quain, somebody tried to run into him, and the other guy went down. Lassiter and Quain a little pushing and shoving. Quain playing a pretty aggressive forecheck right now. Ball is tipped over the top of everyone. Here's Marcinkowski over the blue line. Quain's going to take a shift up. And there's a shot into the glove of Lewanski. He's going to hold that. Fans are looking for something here. Looking for a big goal from somebody. Who's it going to be? Spaziri Nevin on the draw. One ahead. Sean Whalen. Oh, look like he was going to try and make one of his great runs, but Marcinkowski beat him to it. Here's Vancouver up ahead to Whalen to Spaziri. Doesn't connect. Ike Nevin reverses to Conger. Conger loses it now. Snipers try and chip it in deep. Josh Swan does that. Ike Nevin is going to go get it. Cheer up through the middle, held in by Vancouver. Vancouver's going to tee it up. Long shot, tipped over the net. One of the players is down in the corner. It might be Steven Spaziri. I don't know. Another shot, unfortunately, was wide. Oh, that was Sean Whalen. Sean Whalen went down there. Now I can see his jersey number 21 holding his face. Not sure if he slipped or if there was a high stick that wasn't called. For a minute there I thought the penalty door was open. It's not. Jeremy Origins walks over by the box. Looks like there's going to be no call. Just under 2 minutes. I think they're checking to make sure there's no sweat or water, maybe from a water bottle from the goalie. I think they're going to ask for a towel. Okay. Custodial duties taken care of. We've got Urban and Shoop. Just under 3 minutes. Draw. Sideboards. Danny Roeder. Messler pressures. Roeder tries to spin through. His shot is partially blocked by Urban. Back to Connor Whalen. A long rolling shot. Deflection is wide. Roeder off the side of the net. Herrera now with Ike Nevin and his white shin guards on him. Now we've got Marcinkowski. He's going to take this ahead. He's going to chip it ahead to himself. That's an icing call if he doesn't touch. And it is icing. Both teams pretty quiet right now. It's pretty intense. Don't want to waste your energy on emotion here. Urban against Shoop, taken by Urban. These are some tired competitors, some warriors out here. The ball is held in by the snipers. Oh, nice kick save by Tobias. Boy, that didn't look like it was going to be anything. That didn't look like it was going to be any type of play, and it turned into a really nice one-timer from the sideboards for Dan Roeder. Urban against Shoop. Draw one ahead to Roeder. Roeder, oh, he backs us over the other side. Nobody knows where it is. It's rolling. Oh, and Tobias falls on it. It looked like a perfect chance. First for Roeder, and then when his shot went over that and off the backboard, it came to the other side, and Shoop looked like he was going to just tap it right in. And it eluded both of these guys. So 1:58 left in the third, and no score. You would think at this point in the third period that one goal is going to decide the game, and it's going to be a 1-0 game, but we don't know. Here's the draw. Pop straight in the air. Everybody's swinging at it. Quayne tries to go up front. Danny Roeder with a shot, and that's stopped by, or it's Jacob Barrera's shot stopped by Tobias. Now Roeder takes it. It's a Whalen long shot, wide of the net, looking for possibly a tip. Here's Shoop and Krasic. Now Marcinkowski and Shoop. Marcinkowski off the boards. Up ahead, Kramer pressuring Vancouver. Kramer has the angle on him, and now he does. He takes it away from him. There's a shot. Or a ball rolls in front of Nick. He clears it away. Here's Quayne, tries to trick a little backhand to himself, and it does not work. Jacob Barrera steps right into it. Oh, that looks like a cross check to the head. Oh no, that will look like an elbow to the head from Barrera. I don't know if we'll have a penalty. Barrera's stick got up, and so did his hand and elbow. It looked like a clear shove to the side of the head. Marcinkowski goes down for the second time in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so it will be a power play. So this game may end with the Rats on the power play. Unbelievable. Marcinkowski, a real, boy oh boy, way to gut this out. And you know he wants to be on this penalty or power play. So far it looks like he'll stay on. He'll get a minute or two to kind of adjust his accoutrements and get ready to come back in. Sniper's parents are asking for him to call it both ways. Well, I'm not sure I've seen a big elbow from anybody on any team except for that one. But everybody's excited. It's the championships. Herbert against Klein Jr. 5-on-4 in favor of the Rats. Clean win. Back to Marcinkowski. He shoots. He rolls it toward the net. Doesn't get through. Now another shot doesn't get through either. Picked up by Kenny Schmidt. Schmidt tries to go all the way down, and it's stopped by Urban at the blue line. Up ahead to Marcinkowski. Marcinkowski drops it to Reed. Reed got a guy all over him. Now to Nevin. Nevin, a spinning shot. Oh, and a blocker save by Lewanski. Nice save by Lewanski. Back out to Quayne. Quayne near the point. Now sideboard. Top of the circle. Urban across to Reed. Reed, oh, he shoots it. He shoots it just wide of the net. Nevin in front to Marcinkowski. Oh, his stick is tied up by Klein Jr. Oh, a big defensive play by Klein Jr. Marcinkowski all alone. Looked like he was going to tuck it in. 28 seconds left in the game. Quayne, a long wrister. Stopped by Lewanski and chipped all the way down. Right on net again. And Ray Tobias juggles it. Ahead to Danny Reed. 15-14 now in the game. Reed ahead to Nevin. Oh, and I thought Lewanski was going to cover. He doesn't. Now here's Schmidt. Sideboards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to head into extra time in a scoreless game. What an exciting game it's been. Here we go to overtime. Penalty does transfer over. 20 seconds left in the Rats penalty. That was an elbowing call to Barrera. One-on-one. Spazzeri chips it to Whalen. Oh, he tips it wide of the net. 9 seconds left. Danny Reed rolls underneath his own goal. That's going to do the end of that. That's the end of that penalty. All right, we're in extra time. We're going to play until somebody scores. This will be a 1-0 win for somebody. There's Urban, cuts toward the middle. Urban, backhand, no one home. Now Kramer can't get a handle on it. Here's the man to watch, Sean Whalen, right around his check. But this time, the layered defense of Eric Krasic gets him. Now a long pass right up to Urban. Urban tees it up off the side of the net. He ended the Raiders series on a shot very similar to that. Just a plain old slap shot from behind the blue line. Now here's Kramer underneath the net. Falls down, gets up. No call. Josh Swan ahead to Steve Spazzeri. Steve Spazzeri trying to beat Eric Krasic. Drops it to Swan. Swan's not there yet. Swan chins it in front for a centering pass. Out and held in. No, it's taken away by Nevin. Nevin one-on-one. Nevin trips, falls over the blue line. Trips on his own shoes, I think. Connor Whalen up ahead. Stopped by Quain. Quain prevents the entry. Now it's a bad pass up through the middle from Marcinkowski. Gleason Jr. saves Marcinkowski. Here comes Nevin with Gleason Jr. Nevin shoots wide of the net. Nothing better than shots that are wide with, I don't get it. You got to put those on net. No reason to shoot them wide. Here's Nevin with Sean Whalen on him. Sean Whalen tries to break out. Held in by Joey Gleason Jr. Joey Gleason having a good shift here. Gleason still on the case. Now Quain tries to center it out front. It's held in by Conger. Conger a long pass down to Quain. Quain's got it. Looking for Eddie Urban. Cutting through the middle. Here's Urban. He shoots. He scores! It's over! And there it is, your winner of the 2023 NBHL Chicago Tier 2 season are the Rats. They were nibbling and they took a big bite out of the snipers right there. An excellent shift by Josh Kramer. A pass out to Nate Latham Conger, who puts it back into Quain. Quain Wade shields the ball. Backhand to Eddie Urban, cutting through the middle. Had a step ahead of his check and puts it in near side, right on the ground, inside the post. And the teammates are consoling Nick Lewanski, who has played a brilliant championship series. So he has nothing to be ashamed of. let's see. He stopped 33 of 34 today. In the early game, he stopped 24 of 24. And in the first game, he stopped all but one. This guy loses a championship series having allowed all of 2 goals. That's unbelievable. So Nick Lewanski has got to be the MVP for the Snipers, no question about it. On the other side, who's your MVP? Probably in this game, it's Eddie Urban. Tobias was perfect, but I think you give this one to the guy who puts the thing in the net. Oh, what an exciting game it was. So the Snipers, who I believe had a perfect regular season, do not walk away with the hardware. And the Rats, whose season was kind of up and down, will be advancing to the Milek Cup, which is played played in New Jersey, but I don't know the dates. So a fantastic job by everybody. The Rats in purple take this championship series 2-1. Both of their wins were 1-0 shutouts. 1-0 shutouts. Both